Escalate the countryside from ghostly eyes. They see the side your mind is turning, bodies burning, riders through the night. Brainwash robots now.
Hi, welcome to another video about the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game, courtesy of Games Workshop. I'm your host, Roman Daysall. We're going to be looking at the Battle of the Bridge of Khazad-Dum box set. Unfortunately, I don't have the original box, but here we got the scene where Gandalf meets the Balrog over the bridge. Now this set came with only these two figures because the Balrog is a very large piece and Gandalf is a hero. I also do have another Balrog. You'll be looking at him too. This box set I only paid $20 for on Kijiji, and it also came with a King Theoden on horseback with no armor, and it came with a Ranger of the North. So I got a really good deal for my 20 bucks and had to drive like 25 minutes to get it. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Anyway, these figures are metal. I painted them as close to the book as possible, as well as the movie. And I did a pretty good job, I think, painting this guy. Now the Balrog had a couple of minor problems. When I got it home, I noticed two things. The arm was this arm was missing. So the right arm was missing. And so is the lower jaw. So you can see his lower jaw is missing. And what I did was I compensated. I went and got some modeling clay, cheap modeling clay from the buck store. I had some toothpicks, and what I did was I snapped a toothpick in half, molded some modeling clay, tried to mold it as close as I could to the original arm. It looks pretty close. Then I put some glue all over it to harden it, and then painted it, and then stuck the hand in there. So the hand and the sword were original there, and then I painted the arm, and then put another coat of glue over it to make it so it, and it's been like that for 6 years now. So I did a really good job, I thought. In a pinch, the lower jaw I just didn't bother. Now my paint design is, I think I did a pretty good job painting. Mine is more bright colored than what I've seen before, and it's metal, so it is heavy, which makes it harder to keep everything together. I know the tail here is kind of falling off. I find the metal figures are always a pain in the ass to put together. So I really like the way I painted this guy. The color scheme is a little brighter, not so dim or dark. I imagine him, the Balrog, is all of a sudden bursting into flame all of a sudden, and that's why I did the brighter colors. Now my second Balrog, I bought this from my buddy Sean, and he did the paint job. It's a different model, but basically the same pose. And this one has all the parts, so I got the lower jaw and the actual sword arm. And my friend, buddy Sean, he does a really good paint job. Knows how to paint. I wish I could paint as well as him, but his colors are more muted, while mine are brighter. This model is plastic, so it's lighter, easier to maneuver. And what I need to get is a Balrog with a whip, so I need the whip one. That way I can have a really cool battle of the Bridge of Khazad-Dum. Now, as far as gameplay goes, you can use the Balrog for anything, any situation. Not just for Lord of the Rings, you can even go back to the first age Balrogs for this. In the movies, I thought it was predicted pretty cool. It was bigger than what I expected. Balrogs are lesser angels in a demonic form. They served under Morgoth, the greater angel in the first age. And this one happened to escape the ruin of Angband and the War of Wrath and hid under the Misty Mountains. The time of Durin the Sixth, the dwarves of Moria unearthed them while they were digging for mithril silver, which was becoming yearly harder to find. So that's his backstory. He hid after the War of Wrath under the mountains until he was awoken by the dwarves. And then the dwarves didn't have any clue in the Third Age what this thing was, so the Balrog was able to drive them from Khazad-Dum, slaying not only Durin the Sixth, but his son. The Ralph Bakshi version of the Balrog wasn't nearly as good. It looked more like a dog. Cross between a dog and a lion. So I like Peter Jackson and Weta Workshop's version much better. Anyway, that's all I have for these guys. Gandalf is Gandalf, and the Balrog is really cool. Works great in the Mines of Moria scenario. I'm going to put some more stuff in my collection out very soon, and I'm still painting. constantly painting, and now I can start playing now that it's getting warm enough for me to be in my garage man cave. Anyway, until next time, this is Roman Day Slime out here.
Burning right through the night. Brainwash robots down.